This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us his truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing his truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Our brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 is that what you see in front of your screen is proof why you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. All right? Here it is. You got 20 countries, all right, coming together. Okay? Well, let me rephrase that. 20 countries under the authority of Satan, the physical counterpart of Satan, which are these international bankers, right? These Edomites, like the Rothschild families, the DuPont families, the Rockefeller families, all right, so on and so forth, all right? These countries under the authority of, okay, of those international bankers, Edomites, okay? They're coming together to what? To impose digital currencies and IDs worldwide. And that's why you can't be ignorant to Satan's devices, all right? Because where is this leading to? The mark of the beast, the digital all, the charagma, all right? The RFID chip, okay? Oh, disclaimer, if you don't like that this is all we talk about, you can stop watching our videos. Go watch sports. Go do that. Go watch your little sports, okay? Your little entertainment, all right? Okay? And let that save you when all hell breaks loose, because this is coming, okay? All right? The kings of the earth and the rulers are gathering together, all right? Let me get that scripture, and then I'll get into this article. All right, Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right, because it is all in vain at the end of the day. You know, they're working to get their new NWO. They think they're going to get their new world order. No, you know, the Lord has it set up where once they push that chip out on the planet, all right, once they push out the mark of the beast, the RFID chip on the planet, that's it. That's when, okay, the destruction comes and salvation comes, all right? And salvation is for who? The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Verse 2, but here's the point. The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together, G20 summit, G20 summit, G7 summit, okay? Against the Lord and against his anointing, right? Because they're totally against the Lord, all right? These people are heathens, man, okay? They push nothing but abomination and wickedness, all right? And that chip, all right, that they're pushing on the whole world is wicked, okay? And those that take it, all right, and I'm talking to our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you take that, all right, you're wicked and you're going to be destroyed, all right? You will be destroyed by fire because nuclear war is coming. Once they push that chip, nuclear war is coming. Them Russians are itching, okay? But they have to go along with this agenda. Okay, they have to go along with the chip, all right? Because when you go into the G20 summit, all right, New Delhi summit, all right, and the G20 summit was held at India, all right? These Elamites held it, okay? And Biden was there, okay? And a Russian representative was there, because when you go to the participating leaders, right, you got Argentina, Australia, Brazil, right? Oh, what happened? BRICS. What's going on with the whole BRICS thing? Okay? Because, hey, you can have the BRICS. You can have, okay, some other organization. But as long as you all are going into this cashless society, digital society, okay, with them global IDs, that's all that matters, all right? Look, Canada, oh, there's China. China was there. okay, at the G20 summit. All right, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Russia, up, Sergei Lavrov, all right, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, up, Biden was there, and the European Union were there, okay, and the United Kingdom, all right, because the United Kingdom, all right, broke away from the European Union in terms of economy-wise, okay. So now they're representing themselves, all right? That was known as the Brexit, right? So here it is, all these kings of the earth and the rulers, all right? And by the way, you know, again, a good example, America and Russia. They hate each other, but yet they all have to be at that meeting, all right? Because a particular policy has to be pushed on the earth. That mark of the beast, the RFID chip, because they still have to follow the authorities, okay, of the real rulers, the international bankers, all right, who's all behind this, all right, okay, because they're all conspiring, all right, to put their will on the people, more specifically on the Lord's people, okay, because they want our people, all right, to not trust in the Lord, but to trust in them, all right, but hey, there's a consequence if you trust in them, all right, destruction. And this is to our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. So now let's read this article. G20 announces plan to impose digital currencies and IDs worldwide. Right, okay? Digital currencies, that's plural, okay? That's plural, more than one, all right? Because at the end of the day, they don't care what you're using, all right, to buy, okay, in this system, as long as you got a chip in your hand. That's all that matters, all right? They want you to have that chip in your hand. They don't give a fuck if it's a CBDC, if it's a Bitcoin, okay, if it's a cryptocurrency, if it's a stable coin. They don't care. As long as you got that chip in your hand, that's all that matters, okay? The group of 20 leaders have agreed to plan to eventually impose digital currencies and digital IDs on their respective populations, all right? That sounds like, okay, Psalms chapter 2 right there. Despite fears that governments will use them to monitor their people spending and crush dissent. Right. All right. Because that's the goal, is total control. All right. Aaron Russo said that. If you don't know who Aaron Russo is, he was the director of the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. You could watch, you know, you don't have to watch the movie. All right. But you could see the director I'm talking about. All right, he was interviewed before he passed away. All right, rumor has it he was clipped by probably some agency, you know, because he said that they want to chip everyone. Okay, and he was telling Alex Jones this. Okay, because why? Total control, total surveillance. So that's why Noah Harari, that fucking weirdo, said surveillance under the skin. Okay. It says the G20, which is currently under India's presidency, adopted a final declaration on the subject over the weekend in New Delhi. The meeting, which includes the world's leading economies, announced last week that they have agreed to build the necessary infrastructure to implement digital currencies and IDs. That's plain, man. Okay? Plain. This is all leading to the mark of the beast RFID chip. So you other Israelite camps out there that are teaching contrary to what we're teaching here at Great Millstone, all right, you got a big problem on your hand, all right, you're causing confusion, all right, major confusions, all right, because you're telling your congregation to be ignorant to Satan's devices, all right, that's basically what you're saying. There's a lot of false prophets out there, okay, and you are an example of a false prophet, all right. Now, I want to show this article because while this is being pushed on the G20 summit, okay, brick and mortar banks are closing by the day. All right, this fall, there's a whole bunch of banks that are closing, brick and mortar. All right, you got Wells Fargo, Santander, Bank of America, Chase. All these banks are closing. Interesting. All right, because again, they're slowly pulling away from, okay, cash. They're going into digital currencies. All right. And what are they saying? Oh, everyone's doing online banking. It says, amid the rise of online banking, branches are shutting shutting throughout the U.S. There's a list of upcoming closures of several major financial institutions in America, right? Because everything's being done through debit and credit, okay? People are now, okay, spending money without actually using physical cash. And that's what the elites want, okay? And eventually they're going to say you need a digital currency, all right? Whether it be a digital dollar, okay, or if you want to use some cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, XRP. Hey, but the point is leading to what? That mark of the beast, that chip. Because if you want to buy and sell in that system, you need to take that device, all right? And one more thing, I wanted to just show you what they were discussing, the agendas. All right, you have green development, climate, finance, and life. Right. So get ready to see more, okay, policies being pushed for green technology, green this, green that. All right. Accelerate inclusive and resilient growth, accelerating progress on SDGs. All right. What are SDGs? Okay. What are SDGs? Let's look that up. SDGs. Sustainable Development Goals. United Nations 2030 Agenda. That's what they were talking about. All right, and that's why when you go to who was there, let's one more. I just want to show this. All right, that's why again you can't be ignorant of Satan's device. You got to look into things. You can't just talk out of your ass. All right, you need to look into these things. All right, so you don't get beguiled. All right, this is talking to our people. All right, and our people, man, you have a hard time looking into things. All right, so here it is. You have of course, you have the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. They were there. All right, I find that kind of fucking racist. International Labor Organization. They have a Hamite as a face for labor. All right, a so-called black man. All right, that's kind of fucking racist right there. But you know what do you think? That's what Esau thinks of you, you nations, especially our people. All right, look at slaves. Okay, United Nations. There you go. The World Bank and the World Health Organization. Interesting. The World Health Organization. Oh, by the way, you see that guy right there? Tedros Adhanom, however the fuck you say his last name. He didn't even take the jab. He did not take the jab. There's videos out there, okay, that said he did not take the jab. All right? He has not yet taken the jab. But he was pushing that shit. Interesting. Okay? Got the World Bank, but there you go. The United Nations, okay, was there. All right? So, hey, that's that Sustainable Development Goals, 2030 Agenda. All right? So that's what they were discussing. I just wanted to bring that out. Any more? I think that was it. But I thought that was very important because you need to look into these things, all right? So you understand what's going on, all right? So you're not just talking out of your ass, all right? Technology, transformation, and digital public infrastructure, up. So get ready. Public transportation, okay? The grocery store, all right? The movies, whatever. The mall, whatever. Wherever you go to spend is about to be digital, about to be changed, okay? Digital public infrastructure, okay? Oh, and then, of course, they got women's-led development because they're going to put more women in these bullshit roles and spew their madness, all right? You know, but that's that. You know, a woman shall compass a man. So, yeah, all right? So, let me go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Right, we are the final generation. All the prophecies come to pass in our lifetime, okay? Not one jot, not one tittle, okay? All of it, okay? Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it, right? And when you go into the word consider, okay, think about, all right, think about it. This G20 summit, they're talking about digital currencies and digital ID for the world, okay? And then setting up the infrastructure for the public, okay? You need to regard that. You need to consider, all right, these perils that are coming to the world, all right? Because these are the devices, all right? I mean, these are the devices that are coming into the world, all right? And that's going to bring peril, okay? Regard as, deem, hold to be, think of as, reckon, believe, judge, all right? Some of y'all claim to be judges, but you can't even judge, all right, this matter. And it's very easy. It's simple, man. Okay? And last one, Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power. Right. The Lord said this is going to happen, it's going to happen. But our people are stiff-necked and hard-hearted. Okay? And impudent, man. All right? 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they forbear, let me read that one more time. 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Right. Because when all hell breaks loose and they start enforcing these mandatory policies of getting that chip, all right, that's when you're going to know GMS was right, okay? And those that follow the doctrine, okay, that the apostles and others of Great Millstone have been pushing through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right? They're going to know. Y'all going to know, yeah, they were right. They were right, okay? And the Lord's been vindicating us, okay? The Lord's been showing that we've been right the whole time, okay? Because at the end of the day, this is the will of the Lord. It ain't of us, it's of the Lord, okay? So Lord willing is us edifying. Again, you can't be ignorant to Satan's devices. As you could clearly see, it's going down, okay? This is what was discussed at the G20 summit, all right? Plan to impose digital currencies and IDs worldwide. With that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray your cover. Shalom and a bottom ball. We almost out of here. Shalom. 11:44. Shalom.